I am a first-year teacher in a 4th grade in a school in Central Texas. I try to get everything I could prepared for it. I try to go buy cute little fun things to decorate my classroom. I was really excited.
Well, I was excited. I was excited, and I felt ready, but I was nervous at the same time.
I have been wanting to be a teacher for a very long time. Wanted to get into my own classroom. I couldn't wait.
Oh, I overthought everything. I overthought everything. I tried to implement all of the different things they teach you in school.
The week before school started, I had to go to probably about 50 different trainings, or at least it felt like it. Orientations, different curriculum trainings. Going into October, we had parent-teacher conferences. I had to go to a lot of different trainings. I had to get ESL and GT certified, making sure my grades were getting in, make sure I was getting my lesson plans done. Like, there was just a lot of little things.
When I first started the year, I even had it all scripted out, not word for word, but minute by minute what I was doing. And I had it written on a paper what I was doing. In addition to that, I have a lot of kids with 504s, a lot of kids with modifications. I started to feel a little overwhelmed and already started getting burnt out with the amount of time I was putting into preparing. A lot of people are constantly emailing you. Then they later on tell you, oh, did you read that email? You're also expected to remember certain things the first time you're told. You are kind of going through that survival phase where you're trying to stay above water, you're trying to write curriculum. It's just a lot to take in all at once.
We were just trying some new things, and then we found out that we were going to be getting a STAR benchmark. We went in just kind of not sure what to expect with this new curriculum, how it was going to work, and the results came back, and they weren't exactly great. Just making sure everything stayed afloat while also trying to implement everything I was learning from my trainings into the classroom. It was starting to get a little difficult.
Pretty much for the first semester, every Saturday, I spent most of the Saturday preparing for the week. Had that phase where I felt like my head was underwater. I was just trying to get to the break.
It was getting ready for a much needed break. The 2 weeks were very nice, relaxing. It was nice to just kind of be at home and not feel obligated to work every day. And even though I did do some work, because that's just not going to happen, it was nice to just kind of work at my own pace and be in my pajamas.
I was able to go into the break and have 2 weeks to not only kind of recoup, but also to start planning for the next semester and start getting ahead for the next semester.
Getting back into the rhythm, I was like, okay, now I gotta go back to work in a couple of days. That was getting a little bit harder, and wasn't super excited about it, but I was like, at least I have an idea. I've done this now for 3 months, so I had an idea of what to expect, and that was really nice.
The second semester went a lot more smoothly. I felt myself more at ease, and it started lighting up a little bit. And
we kind of set aside our curriculum and really focus on isolation skills. We had rotating administration come in, so that I think they always felt like they were being watched as well, which was kind of unfortunate. But I could feel their pain because I knew who they were watching. The time when I was getting ready for the Writing Star, February and March were definitely spent trying to cram in as much as we could possibly get in to kind of fix what we had not done yet. It's a crazy time. So now that all those crazy tests are over, I have a lot of really fun ideas.
I mean, I have all these ideas of what I'm going to do next year and how it's going to be different.
I definitely felt I've changed a lot this year. I felt like I've grown. I felt like I understand things. I'm excited to see what I can do for next year. I've already been saying, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do that, and there's no way I'm going near that again.
At this point, I just want to get to the summer so that I can start really preparing for the next year, so I can hit that reset button and start. Now that I know what needs to be done, I can go into the next year and start doing all these things. I have a baseline of content that I know, so I want to try all these new things.
These experiences are typical of a novice teacher throughout their first year. It is a long and tumultuous journey, but a most rewarding one. You, too, could be a teacher of promise.
Do you want me to redo that? I probably.
Okay, thank you so much.